Welcome everybody, this is Movies and Beyond. Today we're going to be ranking every Mission Impossible film from worst to best. Now, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, we're only a small channel, really help us out a lot. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it. And coming in at number 6 is, no surprises here, Mission Impossible 2. Now, the thing with Mission Impossible 2 is, it's very different from the first film. It did try and do its own thing, but I would say out of the Mission Impossible films, I'd say it's the only bad one. I think it's the only bad one. You know, this film consists of rock climbing, motorcycles, and slow-mo. It just didn't really work. John Woo did try something different. Just not for me. It is the only bad Mission Impossible film to me. Other people might like it, but for me it's coming in at number 6. I don't like to talk too much about bad things, so let's get on to our next one. Mission Impossible 3. Now, this is J.J. Abrams' crack at a Mission Impossible film. This is when Bad Robot got involved, started producing. I wouldn't say I love this film. I would say I kind of like it. It's okay. There's a bit too much going on in it though, for me. But it's nowhere near as bad as Mission Impossible 2. Kind of brings it back a little bit, just a little. But it's still not at the level that the Mission Impossibles have reached. To me, this is just a okay action film. And a lot of people probably thought this would be the death of this franchise. But we'll go to the next one, because the next one is a lot better. The original. Now, the original Mission Impossible is nothing like any of the other films on this list. Ethan Hunt goes through this entire film without firing a single shot out of a gun. That's like unheard of in an action film where your lead doesn't fire a single shot out of a gun. So that was interesting. This one's like built more on suspense, and it dives more into that. You know, obviously they've got the crazier action stuff at the end with a train, but the middle of this film is great. You know, the Prague stuff, great. The only thing is, it's at number 4 because I just don't think it reaches the heights of the other 3. If it did, then, well, obviously if it did, it'd be up there, but it just doesn't. But this film works really well, stands on its own really well. It's just a testament to how good Mission Impossible franchise is, because there's 3 films that are better than the original. So, for number 3, yeah, coming in at number 3, this is the film that made me fall in love with the Mission Impossible franchise. Brad Bird did an amazing job with this film. The opening, the prison break, the stuff in Dubai, you know, I think the craziest thing Tom Cruise had done in his career up at this point, climbing the Burj Khalifa, running round it. It was insane. He's a madman. He needs to take pills because he's a nutter. But even the action in this film, and one of the things I like about this film is they're not relying on the gadgets. Pretty much all of the gadgets fail, so they need to overcome that. So yeah, I think Brad Bird did an amazing job. It is the film that got me into Mission Impossible. It kind of started this new chapter of, no, look at what a Mission Impossible film can be. It can be this great. My only issue with this film is it'd be a lot higher, but it kind of falls off at the end. It's kind of not that memorable towards the end. But anyhow, it's still an amazing film that I love. And I could stick it on and watch it anytime, really. I'm actually debating after this video which Mission Impossible film I'm going to watch, but it'll probably be my number one pick. But anyway, yeah, coming in at number 2. Number 2, what's it going to be? Rogue Nation. Rogue Nation was the first Mission Impossible film I saw in the cinema. I remember going with Kyle, and we was just blown away by this film. They start off strong, hanging on the side of a plane. What's this madman doing? Who knows? You know, these special contact lenses he has to wear. Have you seen? If you've seen, they always do behind the scenes stuff to show you how crazy Tom Cruise is. He actually did strap himself to the side of a plane, and that's what they start the film with. But then there's the amazing sequence in the middle as well, where he actually does hold his breath for a really long time. I can't remember exactly how long, actually. If I actually cared about this video, I'd have done some research and told you. But no, he does hold his breath for that amount of time. I'm pretty sure he just got beat, though, by Kate Winslet for the longest amount of time someone's held their breath on film for a film, I should say. And then this is the introduction of Rebecca Ferguson's character as well, and this really made her a star. I love Rebecca Ferguson. She's been great in most films she's popped up in now. After this, you know, she was around before this, but this is the thing that really shot her to stardom. So I love this film. I love most of the Mission Impossible films, but it's just the only thing that's stopping it is it's just not as good as the next film I'm going to talk about. Mission Impossible Fallout. These films just keep getting better and better. As of 4, the films just keep getting better and better. And from what we're hearing about Dead Reckoning, that film's going to be better than this. So, I can't wait to see Dead Reckoning. But anyway, Fallout. The helo jump. The helicopter stunts. Henry Cavill's amazing in it. Rebecca Ferguson returns. It's got all this stuff going for it. It's an amazing action film. You won't believe this man's nearly 60 years old, or is over 60 years old. It's hard to believe, but he just keeps delivering. And he said it before. The most important thing to him is the audience, and it shows, because he really does want to deliver a quality product. And I think after, this, and now Top Gun that came out last year, a lot of people are on the side of Tom Cruise. I know we went through like a bad PR stage where everyone just thought he was a weirdo, but I think people just want to see Tom Cruise succeed. I want to see Tom Cruise succeed. I can't wait for Dead Reckoning. I'm going to go watch Fallout now, because it's the best of the bunch. If you haven't seen Fallout, go watch it. Go watch them all. Watch them all in order, if you want. Maybe, like, play 2 on, like, double speed, so you don't have to watch it for as long. But that's all I'd say. I'd say there's only one bad film in this franchise, and that is 2. It goes from good films to great films. It's a solid franchise, and I think a lot of people used to count it out. But it then just at the beginning of the 2010s, it just came out of nowhere as this massive action franchise. So let me know what you think in the comments. How would you rank it? I don't think this is too controversial of a ranking. I'm pretty sure most people's rankings would be this, or maybe switching Rogue Nation and Fallout. But for me, Fallout's the better film. It just does more for me. That cliff fight is amazing in it. Henry Cavill can do no wrong. So yeah, let us know what you think. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. We really want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, because we're going to watch Morbius for 24 hours if we do hit it by the end of the year. And then after that, we can do some more fun stuff with subscriber goals. But we're going for that 100. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video off before it gets 10 minutes, because it looks like I'm a view whore then, or something of that kind. So anyway, like, subscribe, share, show us to your mother, all that stuff. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning comes out on Monday, so there'll be out of a theatre review for that when we watch it. So see you all guys later.